Valladay's defense? Like, what kind of things stand out?
They're very sound. They got a good 11 players. We got good 11 players, so it's just going to be a dogfight the whole game.
Anything about any players that they have that you've noticed that are impressive or that they like?
They got a good nickel. They got a good secondary. I feel like their backers are good. Like I said, they got a good 11 players.
Without having Ladarius like the last couple games, how do you think the offensive line has kind of sort of functioned out in front of you?
Really, it's just the next man up. Like I've been saying the last couple of weeks, when your number call, you just gotta be ready to go make plays. I'm comfortable with whoever's up there blocking. You know, that's the reason why we got scholarship players, and that's the reason why we got guys that's second on the depth chart, third on the depth chart. They can do things that everybody else can do. But when you have a role, you just gotta play that role. So.
Hitting 4,000 career rushing yards last game, do milestones like that mean anything to you?
I mean, not at the moment when you think about it, but when people bring it up to you, you kind of reflect on your journey, especially this being my last year. So I try not to think about it too much, but I try to appreciate the things because I don't try to be all into myself type deal, and but definitely blessed and fortunate just to have milestones like that. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Being in your last year, are you more focused on enjoying the moment?
Oh, definitely. I'm sorry, but yeah, I've just been in the moment and just living every moment that I wake up and have. So yeah, definitely.
You had the most carries in the Pac-12, which always had a huge workload.
Me?
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
That's surprising, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, more than Charbonnet and more than Die.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. So, okay, I guess what does that mean? I mean, you've always kind of...
So I thought Charbonnet would have it or something. Look, I don't even know. I just run the ball. I just try to make plays, man. Look, I'm not into the stats and stuff, but I didn't know that.
I think you have about 15 more maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you're not, obviously you guys aren't physically going up against another. You're not trying to tackle him. He's not trying to tackle you. But when you go up against, have another running back on the other sideline like Charbonnet, I mean, does it, not that you're not focused or pumped for the game, but does it do a little more for you?
No, not really. I'm just focused on getting the win. He's a good back, but I'm focused on the Sun Devils and Sun Devils only. So we just need to get to 1-0 every week.
Not that you're small, but you're not the biggest running back, right? So what do you think? What are the things that have enabled you to have so much durability throughout your career?
I just say just staying healthy, being in the training room, knowing how to run the ball. You gotta know your awareness on the field, where you are on the field. It just comes down to just like I said, just because I feel like when you're a vet, the game kind of slows down for you, and the important things of college football, and how to go about certain things, and just taking care of yourself and your body, and just being in a great headspace mentally. So when you just take care of those things, you find yourself in a better position to be successful throughout the year.
Going from the Mountain West to Pac-12 is obviously a step up in competition, but your stats are remarkably similar, yards per carry, yards, all that stuff. How do you think what do you think you've done that's enabled you to be so successful at this level?
Preparation. I feel like my off season was much better this year, just as far as just preparing and like I said, and even just knowing that the situation I was getting myself into this year, as far as being on the bigger stage in the Pac, is I wanted to push myself more, and be even more ready just to display my talent, and be able to show people what I can do. And with that all comes preparation, and a lot of prayer, and believing in God that things will take care of itself when I just do my part, and have faith in Him. So definitely preparation was a big part, and taking care of my body was another as well.
What did you do differently this off season?
Really, I just pushed myself more in the weight room. I definitely did a lot of more film study. Done a lot of film study on myself, to things that I could have got better on in the previous years, to make me more explosive on the field, and just honing on things that I wasn't good at. just as far as sharpening my game and making myself more versatile.
What were some of those things?
Just being able just to, know defensive more well and be more familiar with just different schemes and, just sharpening on things that I needed to work on as to be more of a complete running back.
Being one of the older guys in the locker room, with a team like UCLA, the top 10 in the AP poll, do you sense any anxiety among the younger guys, or what's it like then?
It's just it's another game for us. We're not scared of nobody. The rankings don't matter to us, because they put the pads on just like we do. We're all football players at the end of the day. There's, that none of that matters. It's just about who's gonna put their best foot forward and who's gonna it comes down to execution. Well, it's just they're guys like we are, so they're gonna put the pads on. They're gonna line up across us the same time we're gonna do to them. So just come down to execution.
After having a game under your belt, what has been your initial impression of the more up-tempo offense? I
kind of like it. I do. It kind of wear down other defenses, just so they don't get to do a lot of substitution. And I feel like just having the up-tempo offense, really keep certain players off the field. If coaches are paying attention to it or whatever the case is, but just being able just to even for us just to play at a faster pace and faster tempo.
Does it help you stay in rhythm when you get back-to-back running plays, like in that no huddle style offense?
I'm sorry?
Does that help you stay in rhythm when you're in that no huddle offense?
Oh, it do. Yeah, definitely. So.
Anyone on the Bruins front seven that has stood out to you in sort of the preparation, like to watch out for that one player?
53 is a good linebacker. They have a couple of D linemen. But they rotate a lot, so it's kind of hard to get that gist of who's going to be that dominant player. But definitely they definitely have a good front seven. But like I said, they have good players too, and we have good players as well. They have good secondary players. They're all around. They're athletic on the defensive side. So it's just going to come down to us executing.
So how does that sort of impact your preparation when you there's just going to be a whole bunch of different guys out there across from you? Does that hurt your preparation at all, or how do you change anything?
Just come to execution, man. Just practicing and doing what we do best, and that's staying ahead of the chains and not shooting ourselves in the foot, taking negative plays. So just staying ahead of the chains and, like I said, come down to execution.
Now that you're 5 games into conference play, what are the biggest differences that you've seen between Pac-12 and the Mountain West level?
It's the tempo. The tempo here is really faster. The guys are more athletic here. I would say, the tempo and the pace and the players here is definitely what was different from the Mountain West. So, and like I said, I'm appreciative to be in this conference and just to compete with these guys at the highest level. So it's pretty good.
Is that why you have to do more film work and be able to read the game faster and stuff?
That's not why, because I always want to I want to be the best, and when you want to be the best, you gotta do more than what the average player does. So and when you hear great players and what they say, you have to do more than what the average football players will do. So if you have to push yourself more to do extra things on and off the field, then that's what you just gotta do.
Cool. Thanks, Alex.
Appreciate it.